What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're having a good one, and here we go. This is the new outfits for the Season 2 characters, and it's going to be the new outfits for Bison, Terry, Mai, and Elena. It was just released just a little bit ago today, and we're going to check it out and see what is going on. Let's take it to the beginning of this video here. So here we go.
Interesting. My powerhouse. Psycho. Punisher. Time for a feast. All right.
I am the tribe. Hey, don't mess up. I'm ready to go. And up. Singing like a bee. Ready? On a high note.
Very nice. So they're releasing everything basically on the same time because the Switch 2 is coming out on June 5th. A lot of this, which is good, I mean, for us, but it's also very much coincides with the release date for the Nintendo Switch 2, which, to be honest, I'm fine with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What they're trying to do is create a DLC package where you get all the DLC characters, so that's why they're showing Aki here, Ed, Rashid, Akuma, Bison, Elena, and then Terry, Mai in the background, right? Which I think this is very, very interesting, actually, because you can tell that this is Street Fighter art here. And then Terry and Mai are Fatal Fury SNK characters. So they have them in the background. And then, of course, the counterpoints are Ryu and Chun-Li there. But in general, having everything as a bundle and then selling it that way is a lot more attractive to people that are buying a new gaming unit. And then they go, oh, okay, well, let's see here. For an extra, $20, $30, I can get the Fighters Edition, which is the first and second year Season 1 and 2 DLC characters, plus I get all of the outfits. Yeah, I'll buy that. So they're trying to do things the best businessy way and the best way to try to sell and capitalize off of a new audience for this. So I think it's a very good idea, to be honest. So let's take a look here. We're going to go through the video again. We're going to pick out all kinds of little interesting things that we see in these outfits. Okay, so the first thing, which is very interesting, is we're seeing right away. It's starting off with the last two DLC characters, which is Mai and Elena. Okay, right away. And Elena's walking in on her hands. See? That's neat. I like that. See? Look at that. Okay, so here comes Terry and Bison. And that is Joe. The funny thing about all of this is, if you look at everybody's faces, which you can't see Mai's face at all. She's being very coy with her fan. And Elena, she's walking in on her hands, which is very cool. Terry's going and high-fiving everybody and cheering everybody on. I look at all these little Blanca Chants in the corner here. That's very cute. That's very cute. Also, if you notice, everybody is walking in. We're walking in on Ryu's stage here. The temple stage with the pond. And then we're walking in on Cammy's stage with, well, you know what? No, this is the, this could be Manon's stage here because of all the little Blanca Chans. This is the Eiffel Tower stage. And the confetti. Yeah. Yeah, Bison's not having it. He's just focused. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to notice is that Bison has his hair slicked back and it's all down and it's in his coat, right? And he has his more traditional pants on. The coat is new. They're trying to draw emphasis to the fact that there are buckles and armor. It's armor-like, okay, with all of these add-ons here. But this is ideally a sheepskin shearling coat. These coats were big, very, very popular. Actually, shearling in general is just extremely popular. But there's these, the style of coat in particular that he has on is a bomber jacket. And that is a sheepskin shearling bomber jacket. And they were extremely popular in World War I and World War II to try to keep the pilots warm. Okay, and a lot of times it was because everybody was flying and it's cold because of the altitude, and these guys needed to stay warm, so they had these sheep's shearling coats. Now, what makes it even more interesting is this. This is wool, okay? And the fact is that there are sheep, although it could be because it's shaved, we don't know for sure, but there are Tibetan lambs, right? And they have a very beautiful curly wool. And you don't even have to, you don't even have to kill them to get it. You can actually shave them and be able to use this curly fur for a whole bunch of different things. I actually have pillows that are Tibetan lamb pillows, and they were shaved. You shave them. You grab the wool and then you utilize it in a whole bunch of different ways. So really, this coat in particular for him is very extremely, if it's the way I'm guessing that it is, it's really well researched, because if that's a Tibetan lamb coat, it has great ties to Bison, on top of the fact that it is also very strong military ties historically. So generally speaking, it's just a great pick in general. They did a great job. Now, we're seeing too that he has on, it looks like chaps, or there's leather sewn onto the outside of his pants, but that does look like it's a buckle right there, or a belt. So while you're riding, you put on leather chaps, ideally, because you're driving through brush, and you're riding through brush, and you're riding through trees and bushes and things, and you know, the horse can make it through, but you're going to get scratched up pretty good. So you wear this to help protect your legs. Now, the inside of your legs is just regular, because you're going to, well, ideally be on a saddle, but also if you're riding without a saddle, then you aren't going to slip off the horse, because regular clothes have better grab than leather does. But so that's my thoughts on his pants there. Yeah, they're very well made. And it looks like he has his boots on with the steel toes right there. Very nice. Yeah, these are separate chaps. These are separate chaps for sure. Okay, so Terry has on, now this is where everybody else's outfits, in my opinion, are kind of grouped the same, because the way that all of these outfits are, except for Bison's, Terry, Mai, and Elena's outfits are all emphasized on fluid movement. Bison's outfit is a little bit more rigid, right? He's got a big thick coat on. It's a little harder for it to move a little bit. The chaps are pretty close to his legs. But if you look at Terry has on a sports jersey. It looks like a basketball jersey. It says Wolves on it with ties to SNK. And on his sweatshirt vest here, it says Fatal Fury, and he has sweatpants on, and he's got his baseball cap again. He looks really good, as if he's in a comfortable, Saturday outfit, going to the gym, something like that. This looks like something anybody would easily wear. It's really good. Now look, fluid. My Terry and Elena, their outfits are literally, in my opinion, to show off the engine of the game with how good the graphics are, with making things look smooth, real, and that it flows. Yeah, they're doing a great job with all of this. Now, yeah, see? And then it shimmies. The funny thing is that years ago, we would have never been able to do any of this. They're making these clothes look and act just like silk, just like sweatpants, cotton, right? Now, Bison's isn't going to move around too much because, like I said, he has a big, huge, puffy leather jacket on and leather pants. But everybody else, it's all about how fluid these outfits are.
All right.
When he did that, the back of his vest was moving.
Right.
See? Right there. Okay, so here we go. Mai comes in and immediately she has on a kimono top, and immediately right here it starts to move. So besides all of the silk and everything going, she has emphasis on, we know that ropes are very significant in Shinto, and meaning that it's holy and protective and very special. And butterflies for renewal and new birth, and in addition to that, afterlife, but transitioning, right? A lot of emphasis on red, possibly for the flag, and white, possibly, for flag also, but these are also very important colors. But in general, a lot of emphasis on white for purity and good luck and everything else. I'm trying to think of anything else with her. I think that some of these other colors going through are just for emphasis. It looks like she has on some legging kind of jeans, legging jean kind of things. Whoops. And then she has, a woven belt there. Yeah, so here you go. You can see the belt. On the belt, she has a tag. The tag could be representative of, herself, but at the same time, it could be from a shrine. And if you have tags like that, sometimes they bring you good luck. You can get certain tags to help protect you from different things. This also, with the butterflies coming down now that we can see, is, I think it's ties to geisha a little bit, and there's different levels of geisha, and I know that when you start having things that are coming down like that, there's different different levels of meaning for that.
Don't mess up.
Okay, so here we go. Here's Elena. And the first thing we're going to see is that her hair is put up in a scarf. And I think it's really good. I think she looks really good. And right now, right here, what's the emphasis on? Her hair moving. And she looks great. Okay, emphasis on right here. Moving fabric again. Moving fabric. Fluidity. Even more than her classic Street Fighter 6 outfit. Wow, look at all that. They did such a good job. So much detail in everything. And they still are keeping it, exciting. You know what I mean? They're still keeping it sexy. So, you can see the side of her right there. It's nice. It's good. She looks great. Look at that. Oop. So here we go. So Elena's looks as if it was dyed silk. Oh yeah, and these are the faces. They're ready up the loading faces. She has some of her tribal, paint and everything. She looks really good.
Singing like a bee. Ready? On a high note.
Very good. Yeah, so overall, I mean, I think it's a great addition. I think they did a good job. There's a lot of attention to detail. It emphasizes the strength of the engine, and the Resident Evil engine and everything. It's really, really, really well done. It's supposed to coincide with the Nintendo Switch 2 that's coming out on the 5th. And if the history of the jacket and everything is what is coinciding with Bison, I think that's a very, very, very cool attention to detail. So let's see. Learn about the costume. Yeah, yeah. General Bison. That's right. Yes, yeah. So, yeah, if you look at what's hidden in the backgrounds of the walkout screens, it will give a little hint of what it is before the big stage announcement. Yeah, yeah. Yes, new outfits. I know, very exciting, right? Show off the fabric physics. Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Luke's alternate. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that too. But it works on Terry. I think it works on him really well. And I think they wanted to do something with him that was I forgot about something else about Bison. They wanted to do something with him too that was very, something that he would wear and something sporty and exciting, and I could definitely see Terry wearing that. Ironically, the jacket that Bison is also wearing, Alex wears also. But Bison's is a little bit different. But Alex from Third Strike wears that jacket also. Yeah. His hair is tucked into the vest. It's actually pretty long. It goes down past his collarbone. You can see it right here. See? Right there. Yeah, it goes pretty long. It goes pretty long. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. They did. Yeah, I think they did a really good. They did a good job with the costumes. I mean, to be honest, I think the costumes so far in Street Fighter 6, they've all been really nice. They all have a lot of good detail. You know, they've been doing a really good job with them so far. About Terry? Let's see. So Terry's hair, from what I could see, is cut just to right where his neck is. So he doesn't have the super long. See, right here. It's like blunt. Right there. Oh, wait. Looks like there's some going down his back, too. Yeah, so right here, it ends. But it looks, nope, and it flips up here. So yeah, so it's pretty much, maybe just past his, maybe it's just to his shoulders. You know what I mean? In the back there. Wow. Yeah, his hair's really moving.
All right.
There. Southtown. Right there.
I am the tribe.
Very nice. Yeah, his hair is untied. Yeah. Makoto. Yeah, she would do really well. She would do really well. So would El Fuerte. El Fuerte would do really well. Rufus. Hakan. Viper. Oh, tuck the ponytail in behind, yeah. I think she looks really good, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, her costume's really nice. Elena's costume's really pretty. The little bow's cute. It is. It is.
Hey, don't mess up. I'm ready to.
Yeah. They did a good job. Yeah, she grabbed one of her scarves and made it real, like a pretty hairband. Ah, El Fuerte and Hakan. Yeah. Elena and Makoto. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she'll be if she makes it, you know.
I'm ready to go. And up.
You know, the amazing thing is in this video, they're really making Mai a lot more serious. In the other ones, she was, you know, they were showing the lighthearted parts of her, but in this one, she's a lot more, you know, in her intro, they're making her a little bit more strict, maybe, you know? See? Bam! Right away.
Don't mess up. I'm ready to go.
Someone made her mad. Somebody's looking at Andy. This is the only part where she's actually like kind of, you know. Very nice. Yeah, Lily's cute. Cute outfits there. Oh, very nice there. There you go. Good for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, her fan pressure is really it can lock you down. It can lock you down with, you know, the plus frames. She charges it up, sends it out. You block the first hit, you're in a little bit of block stun. You try to back up. If you push a button, the fan's going to come down, it's going to hit you. Or you try to back up as fast as you can and let the fan come down, or you try to parry the fan, or, you know, block the fan again. By that time, she's up in your face. Yeah, she can really pressure a lot. If she spends the bars on it, it's even more of a frame trap at that point. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You know, there's going to be some adjustments as they go along, but we don't know what they are. So it's still a little early. But anybody else have anything that they want to add to this?
Like a bee. Ready? On a high note.
Very good. 2025. He's in a new outfit though. He's in the basketball. He's in the basketball outfit. Dennis Rodman's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Oh, his clothing is baggy. Yeah, but I think they did that on purpose to showcase what the game can do. Yeah, yeah. I think they did that. I think they did that on purpose. 90s baggy? There's nothing wrong with that. I see guys walking around with, sweatpants like that and everything. SPDs. Chicago Wolves. Oh, really? It's yeah. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I see people, when they go to the gym and stuff, they wear a lot like that because it gives you just freedom. You know what I mean? When you're moving and everything, it gives you more freedom in moving. Yeah. Sweaters. Yeah. Yeah, I think they did a good job. You have to figure Rashid in Street Fighter 5 and 6 has a little bit of a jersey type of look too. So, it works on him. It works on him. It looks good. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Gen Z. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think styles really, you know, necessarily go in or out of style, unless it's something really kind of crazy. I'm trying to think of something that's really out there for a woman's style. Maybe for a little while, I'm just throwing something out, right? That's like kind of something that you don't see. Um, I don't ever remember back in the day them having sweatpants or shorts with anything written on for women, right? For anything written on like your butt, you know? Um, but I do remember maybe in the mid 2000s, then they would have, you know, stuff written there like hot or I don't know, like goofy stuff, just stuff like this. And then when that phased out, you never saw it again. It was like you never saw it again at all. But other things would come back and forth. So I'm trying to think of something to come. Oh, like velour sweatsuits. They were real popular, and then they kind of went away, and they're kind of coming back, and they kind of went away. Or sweatshirt tops and sweatpants that have like the racing lines. They come and go. But some of the more outrageous things, they just, they don't make a comeback at all. No, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Tearaways. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh yeah, no, it's really nice. It's really nice. And you got to figure too, they're going to have different color variations, so then you can pick whatever color you like. Whatever color you like with it. Yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah. And another thing that I like about these costumes is there's nothing with it that makes you go, oh man, I don't know where the hurt box is. I remember back in the day, there were a couple of costumes where you'd go, oh man, I don't know, I don't know exactly know how close or how far I should be to try to reach wherever their hurt box is, but they all seem like they're, normal, right? So it's easy for us to figure out. Hi there. What's up? What's up? Oh, the Boston Celtics jersey dresses. I remember those. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. There were all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll make all of the alternate color options all coordinate real nice. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're going to switch it over to some Tekken. We're going to go over the patch. We're going to go over the patch notes and everything for that. So, yeah, super hype. So, I hope you guys had a wonderful time with the new DLC costumes for the Season 2 characters for Street Fighter 6. Of course, we know everything is going to be available June 5th. So, Elena and all the outfits and everything June 5th, which is very nice. And that is when the Nintendo Switch 2 is being released. A lot of this is a big launch for the Nintendo Switch 2, and then you can have access to all of this on the Switch at the same time. While everybody is accessing this all on the Switch, we're accessing it also on the consoles and PCs that are already running it, right? So very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. Outfit 3, yeah. Oh yeah, her original outfit's very well done. Yeah, she looks really good. She looks really good, and her hair is good. I like all the versions of her hair, to be honest. I mean, I think it works. I think it works for her. Oh, really? It could have been, yeah. That makes sense then. That makes sense. You know what? Was it the one where he kind of there was that little boy with his mother and he was sort of following him around? Was it that one? Well, it was that one, right? That one. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that was after the one that his the girl that he was interested with, she died. She died, yeah. That was the first one. Oh, well, okay, very cool there. Yeah, you're a Terry fan. Oh, huh. Wow, okay. That's right, he did. That's right. That's right. Yeah. You know what? I mean, after seeing, all of that and how it all played out, it made me like Terry even more. You know what I mean? It made me like Terry even more. And then he'd go, yeah, and then Terry'd be having good times and he was okay and he's going along. And then all of a sudden, man, he would go downhill, It's like, oh man, not Terry, And he's just having the tough time just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else. I said, man, I this is why I'm a Terry fan for sure. That's right, he did. Yeah. Yeah, he did. They do. Yeah. I think the Fatal Fury movies compared to the Street Fighter 2 animated movie, they seem to be a little bit more, well, and the Tekken one, they seem to be a little bit more, well, maybe especially the Fatal Fury one because of the drinking, right? It seems to be a little grittier, and even the violence for it. But the violence in the Tekken anime was pretty up there too. But it didn't have, it didn't have all this. I was like, man, Terry, like, he's having a rough go. Jeez, that's a bummer. Ah, yeah, very human. Oh, make Jerry dance. Let's see. She's back here. She's back there. I'd have to go get her. Wait. I have my maraca though. We'll turn this into a maraca moment. I have my maracas here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, she's too far back. We'll make this a maraca moment. There we go. Oh, the burn knuckle. Oh, I do. There we go. That's funny. Yeah, she's in the back. She's a little too far away to reach with Blanca Chan. Yeah. Yeah, with Blanca Chan. Oh. All right, guys. Well, this was very good. Lots to look forward to. Lots to look forward to with this. So, I hope you guys had a wonderful time with Street Fighter 6. We're going to put some Tekken on. The patch notes and everything are out for Tekken. We're going to be going over that. I hope you guys had a great time, and I will be seeing you all soon.